Hey guys, welcome to another episode in my makeup diaries. If you are new to this, basically what I do is I'm going to show you probably 6 to 8 looks or so that I've done in a short-ish span of time, kind of back to back, maybe not. But I'm just gonna show you like a bunch of looks that I've done. I'm gonna tell you everything that I'm wearing on my face, and that's pretty much going to be it. I'm also going to be giving you like quick reviews on the stuff that I've tried. Maybe I've tried some new things that I haven't done a dedicated video on, and I feel like this is a good place to kind of talk about these products and not have it take over like another video, if that makes sense. So we're just gonna kind of jump in. So like what I always say in these videos is that for the most part, I use the same base products all the time, so I'm gonna go through those in the beginning of the video, and if I don't mention them again, just assume that I'm using the same stuff. So my foundation today is the Lancome Tinted Oil Ultra Wear up to 24-hour foundation breathable coverage. I have mine in the shade 225N, and this is what I've been using on its own now. This is like pretty much my perfect shade. It's maybe like a teeny bit too light, but I still do have a little bit of a tan, so I feel like once the rest of my tan is kind of gone, this is going to be the perfect match. So that is my foundation today. I absolutely love it. I have very oily skin. It lasts great on me, so just something to keep in mind. My concealer is also the same one from the range, so I've been using those two kind of together now for I feel like a couple of months, and I really like them, and I don't really see myself changing, at least at this time, because when you find something that works, like why would you mess with that, you know? So I've just been using my Wet n Wild. I should have been more prepared, but like everything is a mess in front of me as per usual. I mean, what's new? But I'm using the Wet n Wild loose setting powder, which I've also been using for years now. So those are like the base products that I use pretty much every day. And then my brow products also have not changed since last time. I'm using the West Barnes & Co. Brow pen and brow pencil in my brows, and I have mine in the shade Brew, both of them. So that's what's in my brows. I really like these brow products. I think they're amazing. They just work really well. I'm not the best at reviewing brow products, I'll be completely honest, but the pen, this one, I know I rave about this all the time, but this is by far like the best pen that I've found in this format because it lasts for a very long time. It doesn't dry out very quickly. I've tried a lot of these pens and they just don't really work for me except for this one. I feel like all the other ones that I've tried, like I'm done doing one brow and it's all dried out and I'm struggling to get product out, but this one doesn't give me that issue, so I really like it. My bronzer that I've been using a lot lately is the Pat McGrath bronzer. I think it is wonderful. I have mine in the shade Bronze Nirvana. It's just, right now I feel like it's the perfect bronzer shade for me, so I just keep reaching for it. And my newest obsession, which I'm very sad that this is like, can't even speak. I'm very sad that this has become an obsession because it's a very expensive blush, but this is the Dior blush. There's something so magical about this formula, and it took me a very long time to actually try this because I felt like the colors that they had before weren't perfect for me, but when they came out with this one, which is the shade called Cherry, I knew I had to get it, and it's just such a beautiful, like you can see on my cheeks, it's not the way it is in the pan, like it's not that intense. It's a very easy to work with, buildable, blendable formula, and it lasts very nicely on me. It's just really beautiful. I love it. I don't know what else to say. I want other colors, but I'm also happy that most of the other colors are probably going to be too light for what I like in a blush, so that's going to save me some money. As for my eyes today, I just wanted to play today. I was watching a very old Mia Maples video yesterday. I like just found her and I've been binging her channel so much lately, and I think she is the cutest, but she tried like the rainbow under eye thing, and I guess that was viral on TikTok like a year ago. I don't know. I'm not on TikTok. I don't care, but I saw that and I was like, that is so cute. Like, let me kind of put my own spin on that. So that's what I did today. So I just wanted to play with some stuff that I had in my collection. So I used the Blendbunny Sugar and Grunge palette, and I used some of the pastels in here. So I used this shade and this shade from this palette. I think maybe I used a little bit of this one too, and then from the Lure palette I used, I think 2 of these, or maybe just 1 of these, maybe just this one to kind of like blend over here. And then on my lid, I'm using a Cleona shade from the St. Glass collection. It's one of the iridescent ones, which I also have as my highlighter today. Let me see if I can find a shade name on this one. It's probably my most used shade. Like, I have a very large tip in this because I use it as a face highlighter, and it's the shade called Ray. honestly probably my favorite shade from Cliona. I find it to be just very versatile, and I just wanted something on my lid. I'm not usually someone who does like all shimmers on the lid, but I just wanted something. I didn't want it to be like completely blank, and I feel like it just tied in with the highlighter as well. And then I just threw on some rhinestones because rhinestones just make everything better. I can't help it. Like there's something, it just makes me feel pretty when I have sparkles on my face, you know? Is it a little much maybe for a Sunday morning at like 7:30? Possibly. I'm just going to play Scrabble with some friends today, and they're used to me dressing up, so they'll probably get a kick out of that anyway. So let's see. For my lips today, I'm using the Oh Snap lip liner from Colourpop and the Laura Mercier gloss in the shade Sugar Plum. I just wanted something very subtle, so that's pretty much what I went with. And my lashes today are the baby lashes from Unicorn Cosmetics. The other things I haven't mentioned yet is the Natasha Denona eyeshadow primer, which I always use. It's been my favorite now for years and years. I like that it's sort of a concealer consistency, but it doesn't crease as much as a concealer would on my eyes, and I find it really easy to blend and build on, and it works really well for me, and I would recommend trying it if you haven't already. My liquid liner is the Flower Nose liner, which I've been raving about this for a while now. I just have mine in the shade Black. Did they send me this? I think they sent me this. I could be wrong, but I have made some Flower Nose orders. No, I think I actually bought this. Yeah, because I only got one PR package from them, and it was like the first one, and then they stopped sending me stuff, and I've just been buying everything because I think they're a really good brand. So yeah, I'm kind of sad that I'm not on their PR list because it would save me a lot of money, but to be fair, like I love their stuff so much that I'm just gonna buy them anyway. Let's see, is that it? I think that is pretty much it. I'm also just using some white in my waterline, which is the NYX liner, and then I have the Bad Gal Bang mascara on. I'm kind of not sure if I should have put mascara on my lower lashes. I feel like it was maybe looking a little bit better before I did that, but what are you gonna do? It's too late to fix that now. So I think that's pretty much going to be it for the makeup. I'm gonna show you a little outfit thingy here, I guess, if you wanted to see what I'm wearing. I always get questions. I'll try to link everything that I'm talking about in this video down below. If it's not linked, it's just because I can't find it and it's not available. So yeah, take a look down there if there's anything that you are interested in. All my codes will be there, as well as I will mark if things have been sent in PR or I bought them myself. So that's gonna be it for the first look of this video. So this is my next look. I just finished filming a ranking video of all of my last 16 palettes. I'm trying to like push those out of the way so I can actually show you what I used today. I just wanted to play with some things that I was still making up my mind about for the video. So again, I used the Blendbunny palette, which you probably saw that in my last look as well. Did I film with that in my last look? I think I did, but I just wanted to test it out one more time before including it in the rankings. So here's what it looks like. Obviously, I used a lot of shades on my eyes today. I used this shade, this shade, this shade, a little bit of this shade, this silver shade in the middle of my lid up top. So basically my top lid is all this palette, and I mean I like this palette. I don't know what to tell you. I think it's really nice quality. I don't see myself using it that often just because, like I was saying in my ranking video, it's kind of a large neutral palette, and I feel like I have other smaller palettes that if I were to go for neutrals, I would probably reach for over that one. But you know, I still might bring that as a travel palette if I do end up bringing it at some point, but I really like the quality of it. I just don't know how much I'm realistically going to use it moving forward, but I think if you are interested in it, I still think that you should get it and you would probably really like it. For underneath my eye, I have this eyeliner from About Face, and this is the shade called Sad Girl. So I basically smoked that out underneath my eye, and then on top I put some Cliona shimmers because I really wanted just like a very blue intense lower lash line. So I used two shades here. Let me see if I can take this one out and show you the name of it. This is the shade called Crown Jewel. It's one of my favorites from Cliona. I think it is so pretty. And I also have an iridescent blue shade here that I have mostly on my brow bone, but also a little bit in the inner portion of my eye. This is a shade called Fluoresce. Not Fluorescence, but Fluoresce. It's a weird name. Just realized that right now. I don't think I've ever said that out loud. Very strange name. But those are the shadows I have on my eyes, and I really like this look. I think it turned out very, very cool and very pretty. My lashes are the Unicorn Dreams lashes from Unicorn Cosmetics. For my face, basically the same things. I'm also using the Blendbunny palette as my bronzer today, and I really do like it as a bronzer. And I have the Juicy Cheeks palette from Blendbunny also on my cheeks. I can probably put on a little bit more. I feel like I was very careful with my blush application today because I just don't like going overboard with these blushes because they are so pigmented. I'm also using the highlighters from the palette on my cheeks as well. I'm using the shade Raw here, which is, this shade is probably my favorite in this palette because I feel like it's the least pigmented one and the one that is the easiest to use out of all of the ones in here, except for maybe like the orangey yellowy shades. Like these are also not that pigmented, but the other ones are almost a little bit out of my comfort zone even, which I feel like says a lot as someone who really likes blush. My lip combo today is, I am not really like loving this, but this is the Natasha Denona nude lip liner, which I love this. I actually bought a new one today. I made an order for their new palette. Did I need a new palette from Natasha Denona? Absolutely not. Why did I buy it? I don't know. I was watching Angelica's video and she was like, oh, this launched, 2 days ago now, and I went on the website. I'm like, I kind of like it, and I bought a backup of this lip liner as well as a new gloss from the same collection because mine is like separated, and it's been really weird ever since I bought it. So I was like, I'll buy a new one and just see if there's something wrong with the gloss that I do have. Anyway, I'm using this lipstick on top. This is Wedding Bells from Charlotte Tilbury. I love the color of this, but I feel like I didn't prep my lips very well today, and it's quite a matte formula, so I put like a lip oil over the top of it, and I don't really like putting glosses or lip oils over the top of lipsticks because I just feel like it's just too much product. So I use this one from Ace Beauté, which individually I love all of these products, but I don't like having this much product on my lips. So I try to kind of remove some of it, but my lips just feel a little gunky and like there's a lot of stuff on it, even though it looks good. But that is basically what is on my eyes today. I think that's pretty much it. Man, I really like the highlighter. The highlighters in that palette are so beautiful. So I think that's gonna be it for today's video. I don't really have like a full outfit on today. I just have like a blue turtleneck and sweatpants on because I'm not going anywhere today. There's a storm here in Vegas and it's gonna be very wet and very windy today, so I'm staying in. So this is not a complete outfit. My jewelry, this is from Anna Luisa, the little heart one, and I think this one's from H&M or Express maybe? I don't know. It's a cheap like chain necklace, but I think they go nicely together. So that's gonna be it for today's look. I got a little surprise in the mail today because I got the new palette from Nomad, and I was not expecting this. I mean, I knew something was coming, but I didn't think it was coming already, and I didn't know what it was. So this is the Ghost Town, is it just called a Ghost Town USA palette? Isn't that so cool? I love Nomad's packaging so much. I think that they just nail it every time. And when I saw the back of it and I saw, oh, the color story is on the back of the slip. So you can't really see that. I'm sure you've already seen the inside because I already have a video up with this, but here's what the palette looks like. I really wanted to play with this today, and we're going out tonight. We're going to a comedy club, and I've sort of planned my outfit. I'll put a little thing on the screen of what I'm wearing, but I'm thinking I'll wear like a denim kind of corset-y thing with like all black and maybe my silver boots. That's sort of my plan, and I feel like this look is going to go with that. So I basically based my look on the outfit that I plan on wearing tonight. So I used, let's see, I used these three in my crease just to kind of test out the neutrals, but I mostly wanted this to be the star of the show. This is a beautiful, beautiful shimmer. I feel like they've definitely done something with the shimmers in this palette. I didn't have any issues with any of them being too hard pressed, but there were a couple that were very creamy and emollient to the point where they were like kind of moving around in the pan, but not in a good way. Sort of in like a chunky, hard to pick up, like not too much kind of way. So like the opposite problem of what I've had before, but we'll see. I mean, it looks really nice on the lid. I am curious if it's going to crease because it's very, very creamy, and sometimes shimmers that are this creamy will crease very fast on me. So I'm just gonna have to see throughout the night. I'll update you obviously, when I get a chance to, which will probably be tomorrow because I'm probably gonna do another look with this. I plan on doing at least 3 looks with this palette. We'll kind of see where I end up, but this is the look today. today. I think it turned out really good. I didn't want to do anything under my eyes because we are going to a comedy show. Did I say that? Probably. Wow, I can't even speak today. I don't know what I'm thinking. And I'm like, I don't want to put any eyeshadow underneath my eye because who knows? It could be really funny and I might be crying tonight. So crying, laughing, that is. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of my mascara, which is just my Bad Girl Bang. Yeah, I didn't want to put any shadow because I'm like, I don't trust myself. So this is basically the eye look for the rest of my face. I'm using actually a palette that, or I should say a highlighting palette that I haven't used more than one time, and this is the Scooby-Doo and Glamlight highlighting palette. I really wanted to use this shade, which is sort of like a bluish, greenish, goldish shade. I thought it would go with this look. I didn't put on too much. I didn't want it to be like too intense, but I still wanted it to be just like pretty and sparkly. And I think I like it, but maybe I had better options for highlighters. I'm not sure. I also wanted to use one of the multichrome liners from Unearthly just to do like a little bit of a line, sort of just to follow the shape of my eye, and I don't really like how it turned out, if I'm being honest. This is the shade, like I really thought in the tube that this would be more kind of blue than it is, because when I look at it, depending on the lighting, it looks very much blue and green, but on the eyes it looks more kind of like bronzy, and I don't think it really goes with the look, but it's also so subtle that I don't think anyone's really going to see it. And I feel like all of these that I have, they've kind of dried out on me, and I haven't had them very much, and I barely used them, so that's kind of a shame. And right now I'm very happy that I got those in PR and that I did not spend my own money on them. I'm sorry if you did, but yeah, I feel like I definitely am not the person who's going to use these enough to get my money's worth. And even though I think they're really pretty, it's just not the kind of product that I use a lot, so definitely not getting my money's worth on those. My blush today is from ColourPop. I pulled out this one again. This is the Woo Me, I think it's just called. Forget which collection this was from. It might have been like their Valentine's collection, but it is such a beautiful blush and I just really wanted to use it again. My lip combo is the Natasha Denona My Dream Lip Liner, and I have the Lisa Eldridge lip gloss in the shade Affair on. I'm probably gonna eat before we go. I think that's the plan, and so I'm gonna have to reapply this afterwards, but I think I'll probably just use the same thing because it looks good with this look and I really like it. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's look. I'm probably gonna do, like I said, another look with this tomorrow, so you will probably see that right now unless I change my mind and do something else. So I totally lied when I said I was going to do another look with the Nomad palette, because my outfit does not go with this palette at all. I'll show you what I'm wearing today, but I was like, there's absolutely nothing in here that I feel like would really make sense with what it is I wanted today, unless I did like a neutral look with sort of a pop of purple that was in this palette. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to play with some other things because I can, and because I still have another 4 days until the color reveal of the Nomad palette, so I really don't need to finish my review on that yet. So I was like, I'll take the opportunity to play with some stuff that I already own. So I was like, which palette do I have that's gonna kind of go with the vibe that I was going for today, which was basically just a very pretty pinky look. So I did the Smoky Glam palette from Bella Beauty Bar because this has pretty much everything that I wanted, and I think it turned out beautiful. Like the shimmers in this palette are so pretty. So I used this shade in my crease, and then I used kind of a combination of these two to deepen up the outer corner, and on my lid I have this shade, and then this shade underneath my eye just a little bit right here, and that's basically the look. I wanted it to be pretty simple. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that's on my eyes today. My lashes are the baby lashes from Unicorn Cosmetics. I'm using another ColourPop blush today because, I don't know, I've been on a ColourPop blush kick lately. This was from the last Makeup Diaries that I showed. This is the shade called Cosmopolitan. It is such a beautiful sort of pinky mauvey blush, and I'm totally here for it. I'm using the Noctilucent palette on my face as my highlighter as well as my brow bone. My lip combo today is the Laura Mercier lip liner in the shade Macaron, and then on top I have the Lisa Eldridge lipstick in if I can find it, Rose Official. And this is quickly becoming one of my favorite like pink lipsticks in my collection. I love the formula of it. I like how sort of sheer it is while still having enough color to it, and it's very comfortable. It's definitely like a sheer satin lipstick is how I would explain it as, and I think it's just really, really pretty, and it always just looks really nice. It reapplies beautifully. Obviously not the most long lasting because it is a satin lipstick, but I really don't care. I just think it's really pretty and is exactly what I wanted today. So I wanted to keep it very simple. I think that's the only thing that I probably need to mention that is of relevance. So yeah, obviously everything that I'm talking about will be linked down below. I probably said that already, but just in case I haven't, check my description box for all the details on the products that I'm talking about, as well as if anything is sent in PR and stuff like that. So I think I'm just gonna call it for today's look, because I don't really need to talk any more about this, even though I think it's so pretty. Like this front portion shade, I don't think I used that when I reviewed this palette, at least not in like such a large area on my eye. It's so sparkly and pretty and beautiful, so I'm gonna enjoy wearing this the rest of the day. So yet again, I feel like this happens a lot lately. Like I'll kind of pick up my outfit today before not realizing like what I should be filming with, and then I realize that the palette that I should be filming with doesn't really have anything that goes to my outfit. And once I've already gotten dressed, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't use this palette anyway. So here's my outfit today. Nothing too fancy, just some high-waisted black pants, a crop top, and a shirt. And I just felt like the colors that I'm wearing just didn't really go with the Nomad palette. I don't know, it's like, what would I even do? I guess I could do like a neutral look, but again, like a neutral look goes with everything, and it's kind of boring, and I didn't feel like doing a neutral look today. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I was like, okay, if I'm just gonna play with something, what am I gonna do to sort of match this outfit? And I just decided to do a bit of a sunsetty look, because I felt like with the colors of my shirt and stuff, it would just kind of make sense. So I'm using the Blendbunny Primal palette, actually, not the Blends palette today, because I really wanted to use this orange, and I'm basically using 1, 2, 3, so like this row here and a little bit of the pastel yellow in my inner corner. So that is what is on my eyes when it comes to my mattes. And then for the shimmer, I really wanted to use this one again. So this is the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette, and I'm only using this one. Actually, I'm using a little bit of this one too, but mostly this one just all over my lid. And it's one of my most precious shadows in my collection. I absolutely love this. I do think it really is truly special, and I find myself wanting to use it over and over and over again, and it wears really well on me. It's so sparkly and beautiful, and you can kind of build it up to be like opaque if you wanted to, or you can just kind of tap it on for a little bit of spark. It is so pretty. Like, I love this shade so much, and I'm so happy I bought that palette, honestly, because of that shade. So that is basically the eye look. I did do a little bit of pink liner as well, which is just one of my JD Glow liners. I will, of course, have it linked down below. Let's see, is there anything else? My lashes today, I think, are the Dream something lashes from Unicorn Cosmetics. I think they're called the Unicorn Dreams. I'm looking over in my bunch of lashes over there. I think that those are the ones that I'm wearing today, and I really like them, so I'm probably just going to keep wearing them until they fall apart, because that is what I tend to do. My eyeliner today is a yellow one from About Face, and this is in the shade Line Artist. I didn't want to do any shadows underneath my eye today. I just did not simply feel like it. So that's that. And then my blush is the Hibiscus Haze from House Labs, because I wanted a, what are words? A pink blush. I definitely could have gone even pinker than this, but I hadn't used this one in a while, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use this blush because I love it, and I think it's so pretty, and I just have the Noctilucent palette on my face as my face highlighter. My lip combo today is the Natasha Denona My Dream Lip Liner, and on top I have the Gucci lipstick in the shade My Cousin Rachel, which, again, I can't get enough of. I think it is so pretty. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna be my look today. My jewelry is all from Ana Luisa because I love them so much. And yeah, I'm guessing tomorrow I'll probably film my final review with the Nomad palette, so I'll do my third look with that, so you'll see that right now. So I did finally finish up with the looks with the Nomad palette, so I mean, I'm not going to show it to you again because you've seen it twice already, but I basically just used 2 of the neutral shades. I wanted to test them out because I felt like I hadn't really played with those very much, and I basically tried every other shade in the palette that I was interested in trying, and like most of them, so I was like, I'll do something with these, see if I can spice it up a little bit. And I also yesterday realized that I have these pearls from Amazon that I haven't used yet. And I was like, I just want to put some pearls on my eyes. Like, that could just be kind of fun. So that's what I did. I put 3 here and 2 here, and then I did a bit of just white underneath my eye. It's also the JD Glow liner. This is one of the good ones. Would highly recommend this. Really nice applicator, really nice formula. Exactly what it is that I want out of these products. And I think it just really opens up your eye a lot by putting a color here. Like, it doesn't have to be white. It could be, you know, a very light pastel or a neon or anything like that. It just adds that little extra something to a look that I feel like it needed. So yeah, that's my look today. My lashes today, I'm pretty sure are the, God, where did I put these? Now I'm so confused. I think they're the Unicorn Dream lashes. that I've been wearing all the time lately, and I forgot to put them back in their box. But I really like these lashes. They're quickly becoming one of my favorite styles actually from Unicorn Cosmetics, but I'm sure once I open a new pack of my Dreamer lashes, I'll be like, I love these are my favorites. That's usually how it goes. But yeah, I really like this look. I think it turned out really nice. My lip combo today is the Natasha Denona My Dream lip liner, and I actually ended up buying, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I ended up buying her newest palette, the neutral palette. I'm gonna do a video with that, sort of showing different ways you can use that palette together with other things, because I feel like everybody else has like done the same thing with that palette. So I thought I would like spice that video up a little bit, so that's probably what I'm gonna start filming tomorrow. But I ended up buying another one of the lip glosses because I felt like the one that I had, it was like separated and weird, and I was worried that it was expired or like there was something wrong with it, so I bought another one. And this one also seems to have a little bit of separation and stuff, and it smells and tastes exactly like the one that I have in my collection already. So I guess this is just like the way they are, which is kind of annoying. Like I find it a little unappetizing, honestly, to have it be like that. And I've tried to shake it up. I've tried to like stir the dough foot around, but like still up top here, I'm not sure if you can see, is like kind of separated a little bit, and there's like a little, like not red streaks, but it just looks a little off. So I don't know, I guess that's just the way it is. But now I have two of these and I love it. I think it's one of my favorite glosses in my collection, if not my favorite. And I also ended up buying a backup of my lip liner because it is getting tiny. Like, look at this. I've never had a lip pencil be this small before. It's like a little stub. Okay, it looks bigger now that I have this, but I'm happy to have a backup because I definitely know I'm going to go through this, because every time I sharpen it, I cry a little bit. I'm like, no, don't leave me. So yeah, I have a backup, which is nice. Let's see. My blush today is the Colourpop blush in the shade Dancing Queen. I really like this. Like, this is a beautiful, like, subtle orange blush. If you like orange, but you don't want it to be like super orange and struggle to like blend it out, like this is such a nice formula. And it's also that sort of like satiny finish, so it's like really easy to work with. You don't have to work at all really to get it blended, and it just looks so nice on the skin. So I really like this blush formula from Colourpop. I've enjoyed all the colors that I've tried in this formula. And I think that if you're someone who's still scared of blush, maybe, these are not that pigmented, and I feel like there's a lot of colors in this range that are also like even lighter than this, so you would probably really like these. My highlighter today is the one from Nabla. It's called Privilege, and I saw it in my highlighting drawer. I was like, I haven't used this in forever, let me put a little bit of this on. And I like this, but I don't like it as much as my Pat McGrath highlighters. I feel like the formula is similar in that it's sort of that glow from within kind of glow on your face, but I feel like the Pat McGrath ones are just more intense. And even though this is pretty, like, I'm not mad about wearing it, but I'm kind of like, should I top it with the Pat McGrath one? That's sort of how I feel. So yeah, not my favorite, I like it, but yeah. Pretty much gonna be it. I'm excited actually to play with the Natasha Denona palette. I know it's like a neutral palette, but I really think I could come up with some fun looks with that, just to, you know, pair it with like maybe some pastels or maybe some neons or something like that. Maybe just like some eyeliners or rhinestones or whatever. Like, I feel like looks like this are kind of where it's at for me these days. So yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna show you a look with that probably right now. This is my first look with the Natasha Denona palette. I am so excited for this palette, honestly. I think that even though it's a neutral palette, it's a very pretty neutral palette, and there's a lot of beautiful tones in here. So today I did what I said I was going to do. I basically just paired it with one of my pastel shimmer or pastel shades from the Sugar and Gunch palette from Blendbunny, and I used this shade up here just in the front portion of my sort of inner corner and my front crease, and the rest of the look is from this palette. So I used a combination of these two in my crease, and I used the shimmer on my lid, and that was pretty much it. So super simple, which is how I want these looks to be, because I feel like I want to show how you can use this palette in a more creative way and not just like how everyone else has been doing it, because I don't think I've seen anybody pull in other things with this palette. So I feel like there's so much information out there and so much inspiration as well how to use this palette on its own, that I want to bring something new to the table, especially since I'm a little bit late with this palette anyway. So I just thought that was a good idea so far. I thought that everything performed really well. I'm not sure how I feel about the shimmer on my lid yet. I really thought it was going to be a little bit more sparkly maybe. And I think I just haven't used like the special shimmers yet. I feel like the topper ones are probably gonna be, maybe not, definitely this one. This one I'm really excited to use. That looks really pretty. That one seems to be the same formula. These two seem very similar, so like very, very sheer, but I was hoping there'd be a little bit more sparkly. I kind of wanted this formula to be the same as the ones that were in the previous palette, which is, God, I forget the name of that palette, but I really did like that palette. And I thought the shimmer formula in that one was very, very like indie makeup quality, had a lot of just like sparkle and shine to it. And I feel like so far this doesn't have that, but we'll see. I like the matte so far. I think they performed really well, and I'm happy with the look. I think it turned out really, really pretty. So let's see, what else? I'm still wearing the same lip combo today as I did yesterday. My blush today is the Dior blush. I cannot get enough of this. Does it go with this look? Not really sure. Probably should have worn more of like a pinky blush with this, especially because I'm wearing pink pants as well. I'll show you my outfit of the day if you wanted to see it. But yeah, I don't know if this blush color is necessarily it today, but I just wanted to use it because I love it so much. I think it is so pretty. I'm using the Pat McGrath Holiday Palette as my highlighter because I also can't get enough of that. My waterline is Crybaby, I think, from ColourPop. I just wanted to sort of tie in with the purpley pinkish theme that we have going on. And my lashes, just to finish off, I'm pretty sure are the, I want to say they're the Unicorn Dream ones. No, wait, these are the baby lashes. The Unicorn Dream ones I put back in their container, which is why I thought it was those. So I'm wearing the baby lashes from Unicorn Cosmetics, which are some of my favorites, which I could say about all their lashes, honestly. So I think that's going to keep it pretty short today. My earrings are from Ana Luisa as per usual. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's look. I'm excited to do another look with this palette. I'll probably just keep playing with this because that is the only new thing that I have gotten in my collection. So I'm sure I'll do some looks with that back to back. I'll probably do one more look for this video. I feel like I'm getting towards the end of this. So you'll see at least one more look with this palette coming up right now. So I just finished doing another look with the Natasha Denona palette, which is what I wanted to do today. And for this look, I decided to pair it with the Flora palette from Ace Beauté because it is one of my honestly favorite palettes in my collection. I think this is just such a beautiful palette, and the only shade that I pulled in was this one, which is sort of like an orangey warm tone yellow, but it's like leaning a little bit more on the orange side, and it's such a beautiful shade. I basically put that in my crease, and then I used the Natasha Denona palette and I used the rest of the shadows in there. So I used this shade to kind of blend into the yellow. I used this shade to deepen up the outer corner. I used this shade on my lid, and then a little bit of this shade just to like merge the matte and the shimmer, and I think it turned out so pretty. Like this shade is beautiful, so pretty. Like that is what I wanted out of this. And it's weird because like to the touch it feels very dry and a little bit crumbly, but once you like get it on the eyes, it's like really smooth. I did use a glitter primer, of course, because I always do, but on the eyes it looks so beautiful, and I love this look. My lashes today, I'm not sure which ones they are, but they are falling apart, so it's going to be the last time I'm wearing these. I probably need to put on a little bit of eyeliner over the top because I can see the lash glue still, but whatever. I don't think I'm going anywhere today, so I'm probably just gonna leave it. But love these lashes. I wish I knew which ones they were. I'm pretty sure they're from Unicorn Cosmetics, but I'm really not sure. I love how like spiky they are. Like they're just really pretty. Let's see, for the rest of my face today, I'm still using, I think I used this in one of my other looks. I'm using the ColourPop blush in the shade Dancing Queen because I wanted a warm tone blush, and I did build it up quite a bit today, and I just love this color. It is so pretty, and I feel like it goes so nicely with this warm tone look as well. My lipstick today is one that I don't really like the formula of this, but I love the color, and so I wanted to wear it. This is one from a brand that I got from, I think, Yes Style like a couple of years ago. It's from Cute Press, and it's like this muted orange color. It's so pretty. It's called Super Power, and it's one of their silky formulas. The color is gorgeous. Like I wish I had this color in a different formula that I like more, because I would totally wear that. Like it's a very wearable orange shade. And I think it goes really nicely with this look. I did put a little bit of yellow in my waterline, and I'm using the ColourPop shade Punch. And I think that is pretty much it, except for my highlighter, which is from Nabla, and it's in the shade Savannah. I wanted sort of a champagne highlighter today, and I thought that this would be sort of a good one to do that with, and I really like it. It reminds me a lot of the ABH Emrisi highlighter, which I had for quite some time, and then I sort of just stopped using it, but it's just this pretty, very wearable, you know what I'm trying to say, color, and I think it goes really nicely with this look. So that's basically going to be it for today's look. Here's a little outfit of the day. Like I said, I don't think I'm going anywhere today, so pretty casual, but I still like to dress up even though I'm at home. Like, it makes me feel good, and I like wearing my clothes. Like, I like my wardrobe, and I like being able to actually put on the clothes I do have and wear them, even if I'm just going to be at home most of the day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna leave the outfit clips out of these videos from now on and just make them into little shorts, because I did it last time and it was super easy. And if you just want to see like a bunch of my outfits, you can just go there and take a look, because it'll take like 20 seconds and you'll get like 6-7 outfits. I'll just kind of compile them and make them into a short. I just feel like that's going to be a lot easier. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you want to see some more of these Makeup Diaries series, I will put my playlist up on the screen. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.